Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tracer Touring series. Today I'm taking the recently installed Puig touring screen out for a ride. I'm going to test it. It turned out this morning that the sun was shining, there's no rain expected during the day, so I decided why not this Saturday I'll just go out for a ride. So I'm planning to go to Maastricht. They say it's a nice place. I'm not going to visit the city itself, but there are some nice hills there. And then I'll be riding in the northern part of Belgium, all the way to Malmedy and Spa, and then back home. So it should be pretty nice ride. I don't know, maybe 300 kilometers, something like that. I'll be taking some highways and then some national roads, some curvy roads, so it will be perfect to test the screen. And I will be putting it together for you guys to see. I'll do a review at the end of the day. So one new thing is that the side cases have arrived, like I said in the last video, so I'll be installing those probably tomorrow and I'll be doing a video on that. But I wanted to test the screen without the cases because I want to feel how the bike behaves just because of the screen change. So expect a nice video just after this. See ya! Hey, welcome again. I am back from the ride. Actually, I went riding yesterday. The first part of the video was filmed yesterday and I was tired at the end of the day. I did almost 400 kilometers. It was a nice ride, it was nice weather, it was freaking cold and I was just with a t-shirt and a jacket, so that was not very pleasant. But the screen helped a lot in protecting me from the cold. It was windy. I didn't know that when I filmed the first half of this video, and which is actually good because then it also allowed me to see how the bike behaves. So going on to the screen, I must say I have mixed feelings. The screen, I mean, it's great for what it's supposed to do, which is help you when you're touring and protecting you from the wind and from the rain. I think it didn't affect the stability of the bike at all. I'm very happy with that aspect, but it's very tall and I don't like tall screens. When I'm sitting on the bike I can just see above the screen, so I don't see the road through the screen, but when I start turning I start looking through the screen and I don't like that. It feels like something's on the way. It also takes away a little bit of the liberty feeling that you get when you're riding, that you don't have anything in front of you, and with this screen you do have a big screen in front of you and you can see it all the time. So I have some mixed feelings about that. Also, it's really annoying that hand guards are hitting it. I've already scratched a lot more than I wanted to because I didn't put any protection yet, and it actually happens a lot more often than you think when you turn the wheel fully to one side, because you don't notice on the day-to-day, but if you have something hitting it, then you will notice, and you do that every time you stop, every time you lock, every time you get on the bike, things like that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the screen. I might return it. I didn't do this second half of the video yesterday because I wanted to think about it, and I thought about it and I still haven't reached a conclusion, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I feel it's a bit too big, to be honest, and I'm inclined to return it. On the other hand, I feel a little bit guilty because, you know, I bought the screen, I installed it, I used it, so it's not fair for the shop that sold it to me that they now get a used screen back just because I don't like how it looks and things like that. On the other hand, I think I have a valid reason to send it back because of the handguards hitting it. And I was looking again at the store and at the description of the product, and they actually say there that you don't have to do anything to the bike, you don't have to remove any fairings, and then the second step of the instructions is remove the handguards. So that's a bit misleading, and if I had known that I had to remove it, I probably wouldn't have bought it in the first place. So that's the one thing that's making me consider returning it. Beyond that, like I said yesterday, it looked like it was a little bit loose. That's part of the bike bracketing itself. the screen moves a little bit, yes, but it's not worryingly, and it doesn't affect the stability of the bike. So I'm happy with that. And when I was riding out there, when I started, I thought I had left the screen in the up position because you can adjust it. So I thought, oh well, I'll stop when I get out of the highway, and I'll put it in the lower position. And then when I stopped, I realized it was in the lower position. So I cannot even imagine how it would be in the up position. I'd probably be seeing through the screen all the time. I'm 1 meter 70. That's 5'5", I think. So I'm not very tall, and maybe that's my experience with the screen. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. So beyond that, everything is fine, and I will be editing the video of that ride separately. I'll put a link here somewhere if I can figure out how to do that on YouTube. And I hope you enjoy it. It was a fun ride, it was a fun day. There was a lot of traffic, a lot of bicycles. Of course, everybody wants to go out when the sun is shining, but in the end it was cool. I was surprised at a certain point up in the mountains in the Ardennes that there was snow. I was really not expecting that. Not on the road, but on the side. And that tells you how cold it was, and I was only wearing a t-shirt. So I got back home, I think around 3 in the afternoon, because I was just cold and tired. But that's also part of the touring thing. I was riding pretty hard in the beginning when I hit the first curves, and when you're touring long distance you don't do that, because then you'll get tired quickly. So yesterday was not an example, but it's also good for me to remind. I've been stopped the whole winter, so I've just started riding again for this year, and it reminds me how important it is to practice and to be fit for long distance touring. So that's also a good tip for you guys. So like I said in the first half of the video, I've received the side cases. I will be installing them today, and I'll be filming that, so I expect a video on that soon. And I don't think it will be a big issue installing it, but we'll see. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be adding more and more videos to this series, and I will also be riding and editing those rides, so I think it will be cool. And let me know what you think, things I can improve, things I should be doing differently in the comments, because that helps me a lot. I have no idea what I'm doing, as you can see, and I'm doing it mostly for you. I just want to share my experience with as much people as I can. So share, subscribe, and comment please. Thanks.